Michelle from the Recipe Bandit, and today we're going to be making a home-style turkey noodle casserole. We like to make this meal when we have any leftover turkey or leftover chicken. Rotisserie chicken also works really great in this recipe. This makes a casserole that feeds 6 people. Usually there's 4 of us, so we have leftovers, but nonetheless, really simple to put together, uses up all of those leftovers, and is hearty and delicious. One of the best things about this casserole, other than it's using up this leftover meat that we have, is that nothing in this recipe is not anything that anybody doesn't have in their house. We have the leftover, we have turkey, 3 cups of turkey, but you could use rotisserie chicken like I mentioned before. We have 3 cups of egg noodles. We have a couple of cups of chopped celery. We have 2 cups of shredded cheese. We use shredded cheddar. That's what I had in the cupboard, or in the refrigerator, but it doesn't have to be cheddar, Colby Jack, any mixture of any cheeses will work just fine. We have a medium chopped onion, which usually is about a cup. This looks like it's a little more to me. We have some milk. We use a half a cup of whole milk because that's what's in the fridge. Not necessary at all to go and buy any special milk. Skim milk could work, 2%, whatever you've got. Half a cup of water. And then we have just some cream of mushroom soup. Doesn't matter if it's Campbell's brand or any other kind of condensed soup. You just need a can of it. This recipe in my written recipe on the website calls for Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. I don't ever have Miracle Whip. It was just something I tried once and it tasted good. So today we're going to use mayonnaise. And then finally, for topping, we use Old Bay seasoning. It is a nice blend of spices that just kind of finish it off and give it the right amount of salt without having to add any. Recently, they sent me some Old Bay hot to try, and I think that's what's going on it today because it's just got just a little bit of a kick, and I like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this all together, everything except for the Old Bay seasoning. We'll set that over there. We're going to sprinkle that on the top when we put it into the Pyrex dish. So bear with me. Let me just get a bowl and we'll mix this all together. All right, I'm back and I've gotten a 9x13 baking dish and a pretty good sized bowl. It doesn't have to be too big, but the higher sides, when you're blending this much stuff and you're stirring it all together, it's nice to have the higher sides. You don't throw it all over the counter that way. So this is a recipe where you just literally put everything into the bowl, mix it all together, put it into the pan, sprinkle some seasoning, and bake it. It's super duper easy, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll start with the turkey. We have 3 cups of turkey. We'll put that into the bowl. We also have 3 cups of egg noodles. They're not cooked. The water and the milk and the juices will cook it, so we're going to toss those in. Egg noodles work really well because they don't take a long time to cook. The celery will also contribute to the water that's in there, make things cook faster. We're going to put in the onion. We will add in the mayonnaise. This is a half a cup of mayonnaise. And then 1 can of condensed cream of mushroom soup. Don't add anything to it. You just have to open it up and dump it in. Get that all in there. Okay, next we're going to add our milk. Half a cup of milk, half a cup of water. Kind of make some room here, and I'm going to add in the cheese. So this is everything in the recipe, which I'm going to put in the description, of course, but it's also available on the website at therecipebandit.com. This is listed as Homestyle Turkey Noodle Casserole. But like I said, rotisserie chicken, also excellent in this. So once everything's in the bowl, you use a big spoon and you want to get it all combined. This is where this bigger size bowl comes in handy because while it's not all the way to the top, pretty close. We don't want any to fall out. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir. What you're trying to do is just get that mayonnaise and cream of mushroom soup all the way mixed through. so that everything is fairly well coated. It's going to look like that when you're done. So next up, we're going to take our 9x13 baking dish. You don't have to spray it or anything with any cooking spray. Nothing's going to stick. I like the glass one. I also have a metal one, but we're going to use the glass one today. And all we're going to do is just put this into this 9x13. Take everything out of the bowl and then spread it kind of evenly. All right, once you have this all spread out, doesn't have to be perfect, that's when you're going to sprinkle the Old Bay seasoning or the paprika or anything you want, really. You don't have to have the Old Bay, but it's just kind of like it. It gives a nice finishing touch. And as I said earlier, I like the Old Bay hot. My family likes the Old Bay hot, so we're just going to sprinkle that. In the recipe, the written recipe, it says 1 to 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. You can do this based on your taste, of course, your family's taste, whatever they like. We like it, and you just kind of spread it evenly so that it's all over, so that it kind of looks like that. All right, so next step, we're going to cover it in foil. In a perfect world, I would have preheated the oven to 375 degrees, but I don't actually want to cook this yet. I want to cook this in a little while when it's dinner time. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to cover it in foil, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator until I'm ready and come back and bake it later. So we're going to cover this in foil. We're going to leave it until we're ready to bake it. And then when we are ready to bake it, we will bake it at preheated oven at 375. So now that it's covered, I'm going to go ahead and set it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to cook it. If I wasn't going to wait, I would have preheated the oven, 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I would be putting it in now. But it's earlier here, and dinner's not for a while, so it's good to make ahead and put in the refrigerator, and you can cook it when you're ready. And that's what we'll do. We'll resume this video when it's time for that. So when you're ready to eat, about an hour before, it's going to take an hour to cook. So you want to preheat your oven to 375, and you're going to take your casserole and you're going to put it in, covered in foil, on the middle rack. Now close that, set the timer. For 45 minutes. After 45 minutes in the oven, you're going to want to bring it out of the oven and take off the foil. You can see that it's just about there. The cheese is melted, starting to look pretty good, but we're going to put it back in for a little while and really crisp up that top. It's worth it. 15 more minutes in the oven. This is ready. Just serve this up right into bowls. It's delicious, it's comfort food, super easy, and it uses up the stuff you have in your house. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Hope we've inspired you to make your own home-style turkey noodle casserole. Thanks for joining us today. Please like and subscribe so that you're notified of all future videos that we put out. You can get this recipe and a whole bunch of other great recipes, delicious meals with everyday ingredients on our website, which is therecipebandit.com. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.